Today we're looking at the Pilot Custom 823. This is a handsome, reliable, and excellent writing pen that I want to love, but that I rarely use because of an aesthetic thing that bothers me. Brief aside, I had to reshoot this first clip because it was out of focus on my channel with in focus right there in the name. Anyway, the price of this pen is $336 US right now for a set that includes the pen and a bottle of inoffensive but kind of boring Pilot Blue ink. This is a 14 karat gold nib. And finish, like most Pilot pens, is excellent. I really don't know how they're able to do this quite so well and maintain their pretty reasonable price points. Now I'll compare this pen to a few other pens in my collection of similar sizes, just to give you an idea of where it fits in. First, we have the Platinum Century, then the Mont Blanc 146, the Lamy Safari, very all-star fountain pens, the Vanishing Point, and then my big chonky Pilot Custom Urushi. Colorways for the 823 are very limited. Outside of Japan, we've been limited to two colors, this amber demonstrator that I own and a dark gray demonstrator that I don't own. Historically, a clear demo was available from Japan, but it wasn't easy to come by. That's recently changed, since now I'm seeing it available for purchase here in North America. I've ordered a clear one, even though there's something I don't like about this pen. So let's talk about that. And to talk about that, I'll give a brief demo of vacuum filling and how it works. I'm mixing up some water with a little bit of ink here, just for demonstration purposes. You'll see why later as I give a demo of what not to do when filling a vacuum filling pen. Filling is quick and uncomplicated. Unscrew the rear cap, pull the piston out completely, immerse the nib into ink up to the grip, then push down the piston. It will feel like you're doing something wrong as the resistance grows and grows until there's a sudden release, like a sneeze or something else. You don't end up with a completely full pen, and unlike a piston filler or a cartridge converter where you can do a second fill to top it off, doing it multiple times with a vacuum filler doesn't really get you much. If you want a complete fill, you'll need something like this Visconti Traveling Inkwell. Pinnator makes something similar, Pinnator, and TWSBI makes a bottle that's intended to be used with their vacuum fillers. Affiliate links below if you're interested, but honestly save your money, unless you know you need it. I bought this Traveling Inkwell almost 2 years ago, and I only brought it out for this video. And as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm just going to clean it out and put it back in the drawer. Only once have I been concerned about my pen running out of ink. My solution was pretty simple. I just took along more than one pen. And if that doesn't work for you or you don't have space, cartridges are also a simple and cheap solution to this problem, I guess. But to get that full fill, it's very similar to doing it with the glass, in that you put the nib into the ink and fill it. And I'm going to show you what not to do real quick with this portable filler, where you try to push it without holding on to everything, and then you get water everywhere. This is a demonstration I wanted to do so you could see, and that's why I didn't use full dilution ink, just the watered down stuff. But to get the full fill, you pull the plunger back, flip it upside down, push it in, and that will get you the about halfway, 3/4 first full fill. And then holding on to both pieces to make sure they don't come apart, then you do a second fill, and you can see the air being forced out of the pin body there, and then it pulls it out, flip it through, flip it over, pull it out, and now you have a completely full pin. Yeah, apart from a little air bubble there, that pin is completely full, and you could use that to write your novella or National Novel Writing Month, whatever. That ink's going to last you a very long time. The thing I don't like about the 823 is something vac fillers do, and I have a few. The Nautilus Original Plus, the Gravitas Ultimate Vac. It's called Ultimate. It's a little pun because it's made with Ultim. That's that yellow plastic. The TWSBI Vac 700R, this one in the iris finish. And the Visconti Opera Demo Carousel in blush pink. What they do is that when the back cap is tightened completely, the nib and the feed are sealed from the main body. In order for ink to flow reliably, you have to turn the back cap out a bit. That removes the plunger so that ink can then flow down into the feed and nib. I have to assume this is on purpose since they all do it, maybe for travel and airplanes or something like that. I don't really know why they do it. Aesthetically, I don't like it because there's this gap. I don't post my cap so I can see it, and it bothers me. Where I can, including in this Nautilus, I've actually removed the O-ring or the seal so that I can use the pin with the back knob fully tightened. To show you that seal, let's fully disassemble this pin. Pilot doesn't want you to remove the back, so it will likely void your warranty if that's something you care about. I don't. Even I do this full disassembly often, and I'm super retentive about keeping my pens clean. If I put an ink in that stained the grease, that's about the only thing that'll trigger me and make me want to do this full disassembly. But yeah, you just use that TWSBI wrench, put it on some flats that are there, unscrew it, pull it out, and it just comes right out. I also like to pull out the nib and feed to clean out any gunk or any ink that's in there. The feed, and then once you've done that, you can just look right down the barrel. You can get a Q-tip in there. You can re-grease if you want. The nib slots into the feed. There's a little place where you can feel like positive contact, which is great. There's no particular way that you need to put it into the grip section. Just kind of push it in until it stops going. Don't force anything. And then the back more slides for what I do. I'm generally quite gentle in the use of my pens. I don't even use the wrench to tighten it down for fear of cracking the body. But yeah, just as easy as all that. And here's a close-up of that seal that causes me those problems. And here's the Nautilus where I've removed the seal. You can see that there's nothing there. But as I tighten the back cap, you can see it going down into that little cavity. And if the O-ring were there, that would be what would seal that chamber from the rest of the body. It's not there, so it's not a big deal. And you can see as I unscrew it, that would remove that O-ring and allow the ink to flow. Overall, the 823 is a solid pen. It's been a classic since it was released and is solid for the money. It's not super exciting, but that's also kind of its charm. It's a nice sort of conservative pen. It's very difficult to beat when you want something for serious writing. The nib is not hard. I would say it has a little bit of bounce, but using it back to back with its larger sibling, the Pilot Custom Urushi. The Pilot Custom Urushi is a significantly softer nib, but the 823 is very, very good. Quick note, I just hit a big milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to those of you who've stuck around during my long hiatus. I've had some health issues that sapped the energy, and making these videos was something that I needed to cut. I'm feeling better now, and I hope to be able to continue making these. But I'm never going to be a professional YouTuber, and the algorithm is certainly going to punish me for my infrequent posting. So do be sure to subscribe, otherwise you'll probably never see my next video in your feed. Until next time, thanks for watching.